Say good morning to the moon. You can hear the water run into the catch basin over there. It literally just stopped dumping, and all of a sudden, the moon. And the wind ain't stopped yet. Didn't know we were supposed to have wind. But guess what? I found a few things. I knew there's at least one out here. Look at that. There's two. There might be three. So we're going to go this way and sneak them out of here. There's a few things that aren't where they were last night. And say we weren't supposed to get the wind. The rest of you were supposed to get the wind. And yeah, I know I'm walking clear down here and they're clear down there. Why? Because it only takes one laying right here to miss one. It's like 43 degrees, I think, this morning is what it said. But that wind coming out of the east feels more like about 13 degrees when that hits you. Now, if the dogs would get out of where they are, because they're all and over there, you know, getting some extra protein, you guys got to go to the other barn. Yeah, you know the drill. You're supposed to be with your mommy, not out here. Yeah, so let's go outside. Yeah, let's go outside. You guys waited till the rain quit. Come on, you can do it. Yeah. Dogs are out of your way. Your mother's over there. You know where she is. Boo! Oh, that was a good one. At least the chunk of shit he flicked off my leg didn't stick. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. No turning around. Yeah, stick to the high road. It's drier when you get over there. Well, not as deep. Moon gone now. Probably it's going to start raining again. Oh, anyway, I'm going to finish feeding and see how much more stuff is not where it was. And we'll go from there for the day. Actually, I'll go find something to eat for breakfast. Oh, and I don't know if it's going to happen, but Blakely's mama, Brooke, her birthday today. So, hey, it's easy to figure too. It's 25 today. They were supposed to come out for dinner tonight, and I was hoping Matt was going to come cut some more wood up, but it sounds like she wasn't feeling really good last night. Feeling a little puny and lost what she'd eaten. So we may not shoot her for her birthday, but I was hoping. Oh, anyway, not that she's ever in here. I think she's maybe been in the comments on one or two videos in, 6 years? 7 years, whatever it's been. But hey, if you see her, tell her happy birthday. Poor heifer calves. Yeah, I know, just move. As you can hear, it's dumping again. I actually made it back up here from the back barn before it did it again, believe it or not. And now it's chilling out a little. Good morning, Omaha. She started to get closer to me. Not a lot, but as you can tell, my phone's between the gate bars, and she's right there. Who are you? Oh yeah, 4:32. Yeah, she probably knocked the phone out of my hand. And I'm right over the water trough. Not the place to do it, huh? Yeah. Oh, anyway. And camera in the main part of the barn still ain't working. No idea why. has power. No signal to the house. Maybe it's a jinxed spot, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna hose my boots off since they're full of shit. And Becky's up. Means I can go make all kinds of noise making my breakfast. Ask her where we're going.
I don't want to tell you guys. I was cleaning out the microwave yesterday and realized the front of it is broke. The door where the glass is busted. So no wonder it hasn't been working quite right. We're going to look at microwaves to make sure that I order the right one. Thank you.
So, yeah, and look at this wonderful weather.
Oh.
And right as I was getting in the car, she says, they just said on the radio, 45-mile-an-hour winds this afternoon. Talking 2 more feet of snow in the Cascades. And that's what we know.
Ross is running.
That's not Ross, it's Pat.
Pat, sorry, wrong one.
She didn't even know our neighbors. Jeez.
Jesus.
Anyway,
it's supposed to be nasty. It's Brooke's birthday today. She was puking last night and shitting her pants. Well, she didn't shit her pants, but she didn't feel good last night. I think she's feeling better today. But Tylynn has got the snot pukes this morning. Ed says he doesn't feel the best.
I said I didn't feel the best. I just said it wasn't a good morning in a little room.
So we've got to figure out whether we're doing Brooke's birthday today or really doing it
I told her
weekend.
We'll see how everybody feels later.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's out to get made up and done, so
I could freeze it if
do
I
it
needed
while
to.
we can.
So
Put it off, then it don't happen. Clear, dear.
it'll happen.
Yes, I look, because you can't see very well that way.
There was a
Suggestion.
I don't. Not very good.
That stop sign and knowing if we'd have gone straight, those have both been suggestions my whole life.
No one's coming, you go.
And it didn't need to be such a suggestion before, because people that were headed the opposite direction we are would actually use their turn signal at that intersection. But anymore they don't, so you're either blocking it with a truck, and then people get mad and cuss you out because you didn't move and you're blocking it. Like that pickup and trailer right there would be more than enough to block anybody from going straight through. And I had one guy get out of his car one day when I had the pumpkin and the flatbed on. He started chewing my ass for blocking it. And if you weren't such a dumbass, you would have used your turn signal. And I would have known before I pulled out from the side road that your intentions were to go straight, and I might have waited for you. Instead, you waited until I was up here to the stop line, chose not to use your turn signal, and my trailer's completely blocking where you thought you wanted to go. That pissed him off even more.
Such an asshole.
Told me to move. I said, well, I can pull forward. I can't see around the corner to back up. I don't know if there's a car behind me, so I'm not going to back up. But I can pull forward, and your car will no longer exist unless you move it. Needless to say, he did finally move his car, and when it was finally clear after about 20 more cars I had to wait for, I slowly got out of his way. It's gotta love people. Yes, it's one of those days.
It's icky.
Actually, I'm in a good mood today, but didn't want to go to town. But I gotta do what I gotta do.
You don't have to. I could have done it.
Yeah, whatever.
Whee!
Well, I spent the morning spreading straw this morning. Part of the time it wasn't raining. I should have gone out and fed the 2-year-olds a bale, but it's raining now. Brought the rest of those sides in that used to be on squeak. Get a little measure in, see what I gotta do. See what I gotta do to make them work. Kind of wondering, these ends came in a little bit. I'm wondering if I can work that to my advantage here. Help it blend in here. Then I'm still wondering, do I bolt them down? Do I put stake pockets in? So I can do that too. Or just weld the damn things on. I mean, really, you know, that's way too low to lean on. This is the right height for leaning. Well, kinda. A little low for me. Be about right for Becky or Ty. And if I do just add on to them, what the heck, right? You know, weld them on. What's it going to matter? Straighten that up. And still figure something for a latch. Because I still have no idea how the factory ones were supposed to work. I really don't. I really don't. Still a little twine on there from when we got it. There, now it's gone. I mean, I don't know if it came through there and hooked and you had to, I don't know. Never been up close and personal with one. I just know there's definitely got to be a better way than what they appeared to come up with. Well, that's what I came up with. Notched the tube that's cut off at the end. I got to clean that up with a grinder. It'll get done. Notch the tube. It'll get welded here, welded there, welded around the corner, welded there. And then put a few spot welds down inside and outside. And at this end, take me a piece of quarter or whatever I've got and make it cap, well, should cap the ends. If I leave the end of that tube open, that leaves you something to hook things to, but cap these off and go to this. And that appears to be, it's either some of that really thick paint or undercoating, because that's how it came off the top of the rails. I just got that in there. I was going to stick a little heat to it and make it stay there, but I probably should clean that off first. Anyway, it's kind of the plan. That's one of the old side racks, so I can make an exact mate to it and put on the other side. But for a lot of what we're going to use it for, I think that's going to be the cat's meow. And let's say find something to do for a tailgate latch. Don't know why they don't do something better. Makes no sense to me. But anyway, I guess we better take it off and grind that black stuff off up there. Oh well. Well, there's what it looks like. I'm not done yet, don't worry. Yeah, you gotta love going over a little bit of John Deere paint that you couldn't clean up. Always does that, creates that too. But the rest of that looks great. Most of it come out pretty good. A little bit of holy stuff there. That's a big weld here because it's like right there. I welded to the inner piece, and then I figured I better stick that good. Had to straighten both sides up. I thought it was just this side because the outer edge was wonky. Let's see where it's wrinkled here. That was out and the rest of it was way in. And I got ready to put this one on. And I set this one on and I went, wait a minute. It's still a little out of whack. Actually, this might have a little bend in it too. But at both ends, it's in the right place. The middle might be off a little. And see if I got some flat to connect the front up. And what I was thinking about doing, if I do it right on the front, I can cap the tube when I do it. And what I might do on the back is notch this back, knock her down and weld her up so it's dubbed off and there's no sharp edge, no square edge anyway. But ain't going anywhere. I don't even need to put something on the front, but I don't want the raw edges. Get rid of those edges. If I bring a piece out to catch here, it just leaves a little bit here to weld in, and you know, I can fill a 1/4 inch gap and knock the corner off. And that's pretty damn close there. Is this tweaked or is this not cut straight? I don't know. I'm not going to tell you if I did cut it crooked. I cut so I had enough there to stick a weld to without burning them back. I've welded way too much of that to know what to do and what not to do. On this side, kind of the same way. So it'll work one way or the other. It will work. And I'll just tell Becky to be happy. And yeah, I know there's extra weight on it. I'm going to guess there's another 20 pounds on it, but keep in mind it's balanced. And we do plan on putting the 12 volt actuator on at some point, since it's made for it anyway. Well, the body's made for it. I don't believe there's any wires going back there for it. But in the book I did find that's where your dump switch goes. I don't know what the other holes are for. Probably should put a winch on the front of this thing too. I think we've got another one upstairs like we got on the bikes. Of course, we're talking about getting rid of a couple of bikes too, so I probably got one or two good ones I can take off. But the best one that's got the best control switch is on Becky's bike. And it would probably fit right in that hole. The others are bigger. Handheld wired switches. But they throw in the glove box. If not, here comes rain again. So I'm going to see what I need for here and see if I can get this part done. And maybe I can throw some paint on it. I'm just going to paint where I welded or where I ground some paint off. It's not a whole lot of sense in doing much more than that. Take a piece of cardboard and tuck under here and maybe just paint that whole edge. We'll see. Then figure the tailgate out. Well, that's about as good as that's going to get. Knock some dingle balls off right there yet. Yes, there's dingle balls. So we're coming down here and impurities popping it, laying them there. And just finished that, so I'm not going to put my finger on that. And evidently this tube, nice rounded corners. This tube, nice square corner. This is lighter tube. Took me a little longer to weld it up, but that's what I got. So I'll grind that when I grind that, and grind that. So it ought to do that, then figure the frickin' tailgate out. But I gotta go feed. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I gotta change the disc on that before I do much grinding. You think? I mean, it's still got life left. It's plugged up with a bunch of this shit. It'll do the lighter work, but I don't know if it's gonna do the heavier stuff. So anyway, there's more on the Gator. And say I just got to figure out what I'm going to do for the tailgate. And something else I might do, and I can see where you might want to take it off once in a while. They did these little pinchers in the keyhole slot. When I had the bed up all the way the other day, I bumped it and knocked it out, because right there is where you slide it sideways. Slide it one way, slip it out, slide it the other way, and it's out. I may put a keeper on the outside, weld a washer to it, probably just drill a hole and put a cotter key in it, or a clip. You don't lose the clip. Not much room on this side, because I can see where if you're dumping something, you might lose your tailgate really easy. So, and gee, I could even that away from the hot stuff. Shove this one further in. There we go. Tailgate shut. I think it looks pretty good. Really heap the shit up now. Heap it up to where it falls on top of the driver. And go figure, it's raining again. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I suppose tomorrow I'll do the grinding and a little touch of paint, figure what to do with the tailgate. I mean, I had some ideas, but the way they made things, it won't work. Do like I've got on the service truck and do a spring-loaded pin, but there's nothing here for it to catch. And yes, that's all the farther the tailgate goes to begin with. So I really don't know how their wire is supposed to work. If you get bored Look it up. Look, 4x2 Gator tailgate latch. You'll find 10 million of them. They appear to be a wire about a foot long. Some of that Canadian number 9 wire, eh? That's what it looks like. I still have no idea how it's supposed to lay unless it does something that catches here to catch this, and I don't know. I really don't. So anyway, hope you had a great Saturday. Hope y'all have a great Sunday. And like always, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Well, a little update on the Gator. Clutch was full of dirt. Got it cleaned out. Did a couple little repairs on it. It appears to be working like it should now. Got the exhaust welded back up so it's actually solid to the engine again. And this was this afternoon's project. I spread straw in the barn all morning. That is part of what used to be one side of a side rack on a 1-ton flatbed. You're right, I haven't finished it yet, cleaned it up. That's the same part off the other side. A little heavy grind that I do there, get that stuff off. So, straighten the sides up, put them on. Still got to figure something for latching the tailgate, since I haven't figured out how John Deere did it and the parts weren't here when we got it. The thing had 50 miles of twine wrapped through everything to hold it shut. But anyway, that ought to make it a lot more useful, especially since one of the first things we're going to do with it when it quits raining quite so much. I got a whole bunch of little limbs to pick up out of hay fields. And this is going to be the cat's meow, because if I take a tractor out there right now, all I'm going to do is make a big frickin' mess. So hey, there's a reason I kept those sides around. I still have, where'd I put it? That was the tailgate. And this is, 38 and a half inches out of a 96-inch piece. So the rest is over by the saw on the floor. Get used for something someday. Anyway, that's what I've been doing today. Now I'm going to go feed and go find some dinner pretty soon.